In today's live stream, we got ourselves a pretty big energy update. We're going to be talking about some things, something very odd right now going on with the sun. Massive coronal hole, if you ask me. So, we're definitely going to be getting into that. Um, Let me know how is everybody doing. Welcome to another live stream. Let's get an audio check. All right. So we got the Schumann resonance to talk about, which I'm not gonna lie, we really gotta get into that, honestly. I might even like break it down, like break down what happened last month and just compare like what's going on because April 1st, um, I just felt like in April 1st, like things just really cooled down, you know? And since April, it really cooled down and things have been really calm. I think a lot of people have been feeling great. But obviously, we have the other things going on right now, like some weird energy, some purging for some people, and overall, just a bunch of other symptoms and whatnot. Um, so allergies has definitely been kicking in for some people. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Um, So let's just kick off with a quick Schumann update. So as you guys can see right now with the Schumann resonance, um, it's April 5th. As we're heading towards the 6th in America, um, got this green moderate energy, nothing too intense here. And of course, we did have some integration energy coming in, nothing intense. Overall, a very quiet Schumann resonance. So I'm gonna come back to that in just a second. So now that we get into solar activity, we do have moderately high solar winds. Honestly, we've been having some pretty high solar winds for a very long time, like for several days now. And now that when we take a look at the picture of the sun, um, here's where things get pretty interesting because now we're taking a look at a picture of our sun. This is image 211. And as you can see, we got huge coronal holes right now in the sun. These are some very interesting looking coronal holes. Usually they're usually like a circle or a round shape. These ones seem to be kind of similar and just facing opposite directions. So coronal holes are spots on the sun where plasma can easily escape. That plasma can go and hit our magnetosphere, causing auroras and geomagnetic storms. So we've been having a lot of coronal holes that are facing us. We have one on the bottom, one over here, one in the center that was facing us but not anymore, and then of course this one which will most likely be a transequatorial in the next 24 to 48 hours. And then of course we have these two as well. What we do have is some sort of chaining effect where the coronal holes tend to split and we end up getting like a line right here. These could connect and we could have a massive um, chain of coronal holes. So this is very interesting right now. We do have a lot of lines on the sun, which is quite concerning, and just ultimately darkness everywhere on the sun. So, these are normal, but honestly, there is quite a bit of coronal holes. So definitely an interesting look to these coronal holes, the shape and whatnot. You can tell that they're incredibly, there's definitely some depth to them. And this image, which is 193, also does a great job highlighting coronal holes. That one on the bottom, not too strong, but these ones still look pretty deep. And this one is even darker. And this is more facing us, right? This is more transequatorial, more in the northern hemisphere of the sun. How's everybody doing, by the way? Let me know how's everyone doing. So, yeah, this is pretty huge right now. We're definitely gonna have a lot of solar winds hitting Earth. And again, when we have a lot of solar winds hitting Earth, that's auroras, that's geomagnetic storms. And right now there is a mission going on, a moon mission. So, you know, I'm sure the people in space could technically be feeling it, technically having some sort of like tech difficulties. I already heard there is technical difficulties, and what I think it is Artemis 2. Right? That's their little spacecraft and whatnot. So I heard there was some issues and malfunctions in solar winds, which do escape freely from coronal holes. Those can go and bombard Earth, magnetosphere, and satellites and things of that nature do get affected by it. Especially if you have that one satellite brand, they have like what is it called? Um, How you doing, QB? Morning. It's actually nighttime over here, buddy. Where you at? How's everybody doing? What's up, Phantom? We're in. We're looking at real time auroral and solar activity. I report solar activity, Schumann resonance activity, and geomagnetic activity. It's pretty much like reporting stuff, man. I'm good. How's everybody doing? Happy Easter to everyone. I hope everybody's doing good. Um, But yeah, so if you have, I don't know, I don't remember the one satellite company. They have like tech what? They have like an internet thing. Satellite internet, isn't it like it's something to do with Elon Musk or whatever? That one usually struggles sometimes. So looking at solar flares, so our sun, if you guys didn't know, has um, sunspots. These sunspot regions sometimes have solar flares. I don't. I don't. Yes, Starling. That's the one. I forgot the name. These sunspot regions, sometimes there's sunspots, there's solar flares, CMEs release. Well, it's been quite calm for the last 24 hours. But before that, look how intense that is. So there's been a lot of um, C classes, M classes. There's been a lot of activity, but right now, super calm. Our highest is a 7.55. I don't know if that one was Earth directed, but yeah, I don't. They never updated or said anything. But yeah, ultimately, there's been quite a bit of activity. So that is that. When we look at our sunspots right now, everything is kind of going down. The amount of sunspots and regions is going down. So things are getting less active. Start breaking down the regions. This one's really calm and probably going to be gone in about 10 hours. It won't be facing us, so we won't be concerned about it too much. Same thing with this one. This one has actually grown in sunspots. Actually, no, this is 4405. So this is actually more concerning a few days ago. Right now, it has decreased in size and has knocked down in sunspots. This one's calm, calm. Okay, this has 26 sunspots. That's actually crazy right now. And has a stronger chance for an X class. Its size is still pretty respectable, 170. Um, I don't know what exactly you mean. But this one's not too much of a concern. So this is probably the most concerning sunspot region. We never want to be in a worry state or fear state, because I always think like when someone's in a fear state or you're always worrying, it messes with the stomach and stuff like that. uh, I don't know what that means. Okay, this is weird. So on my phone, part of what you're saying is all converting, but when I go on the YouTube chat from my computer to see what you're saying, everything's in a like different language. How do I? So, how do I answer this? because I don't know exactly what it is that you're referring to. You should worry about, but I'll probably say like I mean there isn't anything happening significant right now. That's the best thing I can say, and ultimately yeah, there's not much happening right now. There was some stuff happening, but right now it's pretty cool. Things are pretty calm right now, and we're gonna have to see what happens as time goes on. I do update, so yeah. I think you got the wrong channel, buddy. I think that guy got the wrong channel. That's a video game. Yeah, it's actually crazy though. Were you all your words on my computer are all what's it called? Like different language, and then everything's converted on my phone, which is super cool. I didn't even know it could do that. That's wild. Like during a live stream, it automatically. So yeah, I mean the most concerning sunspots is probably 4409 and 4405. So 4409 and 44 boom, this one. These two have been the most active right now. So those two are what we're looking at, and there isn't anything else to be concerned about. So ultimately, that is that. We do have some pretty high solar winds at 535 kilometers per second. And Schumann resonance, which is, well, some people call it the Earth frequency. So the effects of sunspots, I mean, if there is like a pretty big solar flare, um, you could have like potential, depending on the severity of the flare, if it's earth directed, and depending on the size, if there's a CME, earth directed, everything. If it hits a big one, I mean, you could have a pretty big event. Could have like obviously people would see auroras. Some people with like pacemakers, some people with health issues, I think actually get affected by the radiation and whatnot, by the by all that solar energy. Um, there could be tech issues, things like that, satellites problems, things like that, tech issues, connection issues, pretty much like anything like that could happen. There was a big event a long time ago, a Carrington event, and it pretty much like took us back to the Stone Age. Yeah, so things like that could happen. And since we're in solar maximum, which is like, we got quite a bit of activity going on, um, we're still like, I don't know if we're creating a peak, but we're still near the peak where things get pretty wild. So we'll have to see what happens here. So yeah, there could be some people definitely feel the health effects of it. Um, yeah, there's quite a bit of things. It's good to have you here in the stream. It's good to have you chatting and stuff. I really appreciate that. So currently, the biggest one isn't even that big right now, but it just has like 26 sunspots in that region, which is actually absurd. So it's the most concerning one. And that one was 4,409. It's so far the largest one. And it has like the most amount of sunspots. Have you been paying attention to earthquakes? Are you aware of like Indonesia and stuff? Are you aware of like all the big earthquakes? Yeah, so believe it or not, we had some pretty wild earthquakes. Um, so here's what we had. I'm gonna just give you the last 30 days. So this is a pretty good update for everyone. So we had a 5 point, biggest one in California. So 4.6, and this is like one of the biggest we've had in many years, believe it or not, around that coast. On April 1st, we had a 7.4 magnitude in Indonesia. So that's like, pretty crazy. We had a 7.5 in Tonga, a 7.3 in Vanuatu. We had a 6.6 in South Shetland Islands, a 6.5 in Japan, 6.3 in Chile. Um, Ultimately, there has been like big earthquakes, even more. Like there was like a 6+ in Italy, I think. Um, there has been, yeah, a lot of earthquakes the last 30 days. A really crazy amount of earthquakes. So yeah, it's been pretty intense. So that's something that really, yeah, really went. That's something big. It's really good to have you here in the stream, buddy. And everyone who's watching, happy Easter to everyone. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe. I'm going to be keeping you guys updated. I think in my next video, which is probably going to be tomorrow's video, I'm probably going to give you guys like a monthly update and kind of give a comparison of like April or at least March because it was one of the wildest months on the streaming residence. So I think I'm going to do that in my next video. Ultimately, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so appreciative and grateful and thankful. God bless everyone. I really appreciate everyone. I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's live stream. And of course, tomorrow's video, I think we're going to pretty much cover like the whole month of March. I think it'd be good to do that. Thank you guys all so much. God bless, and I will see you guys next time.